Hey, welcome to this workout on how to finally learn the guitar fretboard. You need to make sure and download the PDF that goes along with this lesson. It's in the YouTube description down below. Hey, I'm Steve Krenz for Guitar Gathering, your home for just real nuts and bolts, real world guitar learning. And I'm a professional guitarist here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm going to guide you through tonight these exercises on how to really learn the fretboard. There's a lesson that goes along with this, which the link will be in the description below for that. And then this is the workout. This is the time where you and I practice together. So you're ready? I'm going to take you through it right now. Hopefully by the end of this, you will have an understanding of the neck of the fretboard of the guitar like you have not had up till this point. So it should be a good time together. If you've got your guitar and have downloaded the PDF, let's go ahead and get started. If you remember from the lesson, there's a couple of rules about music before we get into the moving of things, as we have to know the names of our notes. So that's kind of the practice challenge. The first one is the names of the notes on the open strings of the guitar. So our guitar has 6 strings. The first is the one closest to the floor. It's the highest in pitch. The 6th is the one closest to the ceiling, and it's the lowest in pitch. So those names of those strings are E, first string, 2nd string B, 3rd string G, 4th string D, 5th string A, 6th string E. All right, now you say them and play them with me. You ready? Play them and say them as we're getting started here. These are the open strings. Ready? Here we go. First string, E. 2nd string, B. 3rd string, G. 4th string, D. 5th string, A. 6th string, E. Let's do them backwards. You ready? Let's do them backwards. Everybody do it together. Ready? E. Now the 5th string, what's that letter name? A. 4th string, what's that letter name? D. 3rd string, what's that name that goes along with that? G. 2nd string, what is that? That's a B. 1st string, that's an E. All right, so now we know the names of our open strings. Now the first string we're going to look at is the 6th string. Now, if you remember from the lesson part of it, we talked about how we have a note open, but the double dot up here at the 12th fret is the octave of that note. So this is an open E. The 12th fret double dot, that is also an E. So with all of these strings, the open string and the double dot at the 12th fret is the same note. So here's an E, there's an E, there's an A, there's a high A. Now pay a real close attention to where these dots are. Remember, the dots are at the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 9th fret, and then the double dot, the octave, at the 12th fret. Now, remember, when we get up here above the 12th fret, it's just a repeat of the same notes down here. So if it's E, 12 frets up, it's an E, F, 12 frets up, it's an F. All right, so here, let's go through the notes on the 6th string. Remember, there's only half steps between E and F, and B and C. Everything else is going to be a whole step. So we're going to play and say these notes on the 6th string together. Okay, so it's an open E, 1st fret F, ready? You do it. You do it with me. F. 3rd fret G. 5th fret A. Say 'em and play 'em. 2 ways of learning the information. 7th fret B. Now, here's between B and C, so only a half step here. 1 fret's worth to a C. 2 frets up to a D. 2 frets up to an E, which is what it would be open, and this is the double dot. Do it again. Do it again. Ready? E. 1st fret. What is that? That's an F. 3rd fret. What is that? G. 5th fret. What is that? That's an A. Remember, the musical alphabet goes from A to G and then just keeps repeating. 7th fret. That's a B. Half step, just 1 fret up for the C. 2 frets up, that's a D. And there's the E. Freeze right there. Freeze, freeze, freeze. We're going to go back down backwards. So we're going to start at that high E. There's E. Go down 2 frets. D. Now we're thinking backwards. Now this is written out in your PDF. 8th fret, that's a C. But the idea is that you need to memorize this. Down a half step, that's a B. 2 frets down, that's an A. 2 more frets down, that's a G. You're doing great. 2 more frets down, that's an F. And then we're back to open E. Okay, we're going to do that one more time, up and down, saying and playing the notes. Ready? Here we go. Try and not look at your page this time. Try and just look at your guitar and figure them out. Open E starts it. Ready, go. Here we go. E. You say the notes as you're playing them. Where's F? Where's G? Where's A? Where is B? C? D? E? We're going to go back down. Stay that E. Let's play that E one more time. E. Down 2 is D. Down 2. C. Down 1. B. A. G. F. E. The goal by the end of this workout is to have you know all of these notes up here and be able to instantly recognize or at least figure out where they are. All right, so we've done a little bit of jumping around on them. Now remember from our lesson, any note, I don't care what it is, it can be adjusted. So we have little adjustments to these notes. It can be adjusted either 1 fret up, which is called a sharp. That's represented by a little number sign. You'll see like an F sharp, a G sharp, something like that. If I take any note and I want it to go down, lower in pitch, 1 fret's worth, down this way, the neck, that would be considered a flat. It's called a flat in music, and it's represented by a little kind of a small lowercase b sort of a sign. So now let's practice some of those notes. So if I said to you, hey, find me an F sharp, where would that be? Well, here's an F, and then I go 1 fret up, and I'd use well, I don't care which finger you use at this point, but it is the 2nd fret. That's an F sharp. Okay? Hey, now let's find a G flat. You ready? Let's find a G flat. Where's a G? Well, that's the 3rd fret. Uh-oh, flats go down this way. There's a G flat. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Steve, I thought you said that was an F sharp. Yes, it's an F sharp. It's a G flat. We're talking about the notes in between the notes. It depends on what perspective you're looking at that note from. Whether from the F, is it an F sharp and I'm looking up from it? Or is it a G flat where I'm looking down from the G? So these notes, these in-between notes, can be referred to by both sides of the coin. Okay? Both sides of the note. All right, so now let's jump around. Let's see if we can jump around. We ought to, with all of that knowledge, you should be able to find any note on the 6th string. Ready? Here we go. Let's find a G. Ready? Where's a G? Well, be right there. What about a C? Where would a C be? So you got to count it up. E, F, G, A, B, C at the 8th fret. That's a C. All right. What about, I don't know, what about an F? Where's an F? That's an easy one. 1st fret. Okay, and let's get into some of these adjusted notes. What about a B flat? A B flat. Well, where would that be? Well, here's B, and then flats go 1 step this way. That's a B flat. Okay? What do I have next down here? I've got a D sharp. Where would a D sharp be? Okay, we got to count all the way up to D. E, F, G, A. You do it with me. B, C, there's D. D sharp going up this way. Right there at the 11th fret, that's a D sharp. Okay? It's important that you find these things with me. Find them with me. Don't just watch. Don't just be a spectator. Grab your guitar and figure this out. Okay? Don't just watch a YouTube video. Let's learn something. Okay? So that is a D sharp. All right, now I want you to find an A flat. I'm not even going to help you. Where's an A flat? Come on, think. I already know this. You guys are the ones that need to know this. An A flat. Where's an A flat? Ready? Okay. E, F, G, A. There's A. Flats, I go down that way. A flat down that way. Okay? So flats go down this way. This is considered down the neck. This is considered up the neck. Okay? What's next? Just do a couple more. What about a C sharp? Ready? Find it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you find it? C sharp at the 9th fret. Okay, let's do another one. What about a G flat? Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where's a G flat? There you go. Hey, B. Let's get back to some open ones. B. Where's a B? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a B at the 7th fret. Okay? What about an E? Trick question. What about an E? Well, an E, well, wait a minute. I've got it open. Where's the other one? Well, up here at the 12th fret. Remember the octave of those? What about an A? Find me an A. You ready? 3, 2, 1. A. What about a D? Ready? I'll give you a second to find it. It's up on the neck. Find me a D. 3, 2, 1. 10th fret is a D. Okay? There you go. All right. Now, we've learned the notes on the 6th string now. Now, remember how when we were naming our notes that the open string, 1st string, is also an E. So all of the notes are the same all the way up for the 6th string and the 1st string, all right? Don't believe me? Let's do it. Let's do it. 1st string, we're going to count up and down. E, 1st fret, F, just like it was in the 6th string. G, 3rd fret. A, say 'em and play 'em. B, C, half step, 8th fret. D, 10th fret. E, the octave at the double dot. You can always check yourself there. Okay, let's go back down. Freeze right there. We're going to go back down, play that high E again. E, down to D, down to C, down to B, down to A, down to G, down to F, down to E. There you go. All right. Same thing. So the 1st string and the 6th string, those go together. All right, congratulations. You already know 1/3 of the notes on your guitar right there by just knowing that. Okay? All right, flip the page. Flip the page. We have done page 1. We have done page 2. Take a look at the next string, which is the 5th string. So let's learn that one. This is the 5th string. What's the name of that string? What's that open name of that string? Think about it. That's an A. That's an A, 5th string A, okay? That was the first thing we needed to memorize is the open strings, what they are. You can do this. You can do it. All right, so now we're going to do the A, okay? Well, we already know the 12th fret. It's also an A, okay? So we've got those two boundaries there. Now, the rules still apply. There's only a half step between a B and C, and only 1 fret, a half step between an E and an F. Everything else is going to be 2 steps, or 2 frets worth, which makes up a whole step. 2 half steps make up a whole step. All right, so let's count them up, the notes on the A. Okay, the 5th string A. 5th string, this is the one that's just below the 6th string, which is the one closest to the ceiling. Okay, there's A. All right, where's a B? Well, that's 2 frets up, so this is at the 2nd fret. What about a C? That's only a half step. That's 3rd fret. Okay, you play them with me. D, up 2 frets at the 5th fret, excuse me, that's a D. E at the 7th fret. Here comes one of our half steps between B and C and E and F. F at the 8th fret. G at the 10th fret. And A, the octave, at the double dot 12th fret. Okay, we're going to do that up and down one more time. We're going to start at low A. You ready? Say them and play them with me. Here we go. A. 2nd fret. B. Half step here. C. 3rd fret. D. 5th fret. E, 7th fret, half step here, F, 8th fret, 8th fret, G at the 10th, A at the 12th. Okay, freeze, we're gonna go back down. Play that high A again, A. Okay, now we go down. 2 frets, that's a G. You're going down the alphabet backwards. There's an F at the 8th, E at the 7th, D at the 5th, C at the 3rd, B at the 2nd, and open A. Okay, let me remind you right here, if this is going too fast for you, okay, don't worry about it, don't panic, don't give up. Come on, you can do it. It just takes a couple of times through it. Now we're going to keep going, but as you watch this video again, just turn it on again, hit that little gear button at the lower right-hand part of the YouTube screen, and that will allow you to change the speed of the video. So just lower it down to 75% or 50% or something like that to slow it down. Do you get it? All you need to do is 2 or 3 times and you'll get this, okay? So don't give up at the first time if you don't get it. All right, so those are the notes on the 5th strings, all right? So let's go to practice challenge number 4. We're gonna go up and down, just like we did. You ready? We'll do practice challenge number 4, up and down. Ready? 5th string open, A. Where's B? Where's C? Where's D? You play them and say them with me. Where's E? Come on, where's F? That's the half step right there at the 8th. G, F to G, that's the 10th fret. A, 12th, back down. A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. There you go. One more time, just a little bit faster. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Play that A again. A. Back down. G, F, E, D, C, B, A. All right, there you go. Hey, look at practice challenge number 5. What do I have down here? We're going to skip around. We're going to jump around on these, all right? Here we go. You ready? Find me a C. Ready? Find me a C. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where's a C? 3rd fret. Okay? Let's do another one. Where's an F? Okay, got to count. Count up the neck. F. A, B, C, D, E, F. There's an F. The 8th fret. Okay, let's do a B flat. A B, but it's adjusted now. A flat with that little lowercase b. Okay, a B flat, so it's going down this way. Where is it? 3, 2, 1. B, B flat with the 1st fret. Okay, there's a B flat. What about a D sharp? D sharp. Ready? Come on, find it. Find it. 3, 2, 1. Where's a D sharp? A, B, C, D. D sharp. 1 fret up. That's at the 6th fret. Okay. What's next? What do I have next down here? A flat. Tricky, tricky. It's a trick question. It's a trick question. I can't get any low. Can't get any lower than the A down there. So I've got to go high. I've got to go to the high A at the 12th and then back 1 to get an A flat at the 11th fret. Okay. What do I have next? C sharp. Find me a C sharp. Oh, it's an easy one. 3, 2, 1. Where's the C sharp? 4th fret. C is at the 3rd. C sharp, going up the neck, would be at the 4th. Ready? A few more. G flat. G flat. Think it out. You got to go up the neck for this one. G flat. Where would it be? 3, 2, 1. Right there at the 9th fret. Okay, here's A. 10th is the G. There's the G flat. Okay. Let's do a couple of more. Where's a B? Where's a B? That's easy. Do another one. Where's an E? Where's that one at? Okay, got to count it up with the neck. I'm not even going to tell you. Where's an E? There you go. What's next? We have an A. Well, you got 2 choices. We got the open one or the 12th fret. D. What about that one? D. Come on, find it. D. Come on, you can do it. Where's a D? 5th fret. Okay. G, last one. G, where's the G? Way up on the neck. G. Okay? All right, that's practice challenge number 5. You ready? Now we're going to combine our notes on the 6th and the 5th string. Okay? The 6th and the 5th string. All right, so here's how this is going to work. We're going to try and find a note on the 6th string, and then we're going to try and find its compadre on the 5th string. Okay, so we're going to start with, let's say, oh, I don't know, let's find a G on both strings. Well, on the 6th string, where's the 6th string G? What about the 5th string G? Now here, you need to count up. 5th string G, where would that be? That's at the 10th fret. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? Now, why do I keep hammering these 5th and 6th string notes? Because that's where everything else is going to be built off of these. So we're spending a little extra time on these. All right, so we'd found all the G's. What about a C? Find me a C. C, where would a C be? Okay? Well, if I found it on the 6th string, it'd be E, F, G, A, B, C at the 8th. And then C there. Hey, do it again. Find it again. Come on, I know you just found it. Find it again. Where's the C on the 6th string? Where's the C on the 5th string? Okay, do you see how they're all kind of jumping back and forth? Okay, let's do a few more of these. I want you to find, oh, I don't know, let's find a B flat. Find a B flat on both strings. Where's a B flat on the 6th string? Ready? Think it out. Think it out. Where's a B flat on the 6th string? E, F, G, A, B flat. Okay, down toward your the end of your guitar is a flats. So that's the 6th fret. Where's a B flat on the 5th string? 1st fret. Hey, do it again. Do it again. 6th string. Where's the B flat? Where's the B flat? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Learn. 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 Where's a B flat on the 6th string? Where was it? You just found it. 6th fret. B flat on the 5th string. There you go. 1st fret. Okay. 2 more. 1 more. Let's do an A flat. An A flat. Okay. Where's an A flat on the 6th string? A flat on the 6th string. Okay. There's an A. There's an A flat. Where's an A flat on the 5th string? Well, I can't get any lower than this open A, so I got to go high. 1 step back, 1 step lower on the neck from the 12th fret A is an A flat. Do it again. Where's an A flat on the 6th string? Where's an A flat on the 5th string? Do it again. Where's an A flat on the 6th string? Where's an A flat on the 5th string? Come on, come on, come on. Jump, jump, jump. So you'll see they're always a good bit away from each other. This is great. This helps us, and when we're actually playing, to be flipping between a 6th string note and a 5th string note, a 6th string note and a 5th string note. Okay? Great. All right, that is practice challenge number 6, excuse me. Let's do number 7. Let's go to the 4th string, okay? And so we're going to learn some 4th string notes, okay? Now, I'm just going to go through these a little bit quicker because I want to get to some of the other exercises. But the 4th and the 3rd and the 2nd strings are all listed in your PDF. But count them up here with me. We have open D, this is the 4th string, 2nd fret E. Here's only a half step, F. 2 frets up is a G. 2 frets up from that is an A. 2 frets up from that is a B. 1 fret up from that is a C. 2 frets up from that is a D. Just remember the rule's still the same. Everything is always 2 frets apart except for B and C and E and F. Okay? And then you can always check yourself. It was an open D here, excuse me, open D there, open D there. So right now, we're just kind of learning where these notes are. Do it one more time. Do it one more time. We're going to get some other types of exercises here in a second. Do this one again. D, 4th string notes, same up and down. D, E, half step, whole step 2 frets to G, whole step 2 frets to A, whole step 2 frets to B, half step to C, 2 frets to D, freeze. We're going to go down backwards. There's a D. Play it again. down 2 frets to C, half step, 1 fret to B, 2 frets down to A, G, F, E, D. Now we're going to do the third string. Okay, we're just going to do these up and down. Don't overly worry that we haven't practiced enough on these. I'm going to show you some other ways to get to those in just a second. Let's just go up and down the notes. G, then where's A? 2 frets up, A, 2 frets up to a B. This would be at the 4th fret. Half step, 1 fret to a C, 2 frets to a D, 2 frets to an E, half step, an F, 2 frets to a G, which is exactly where I would expect a G to be. That's the octaves freeze right there. Let's go back down. G, F, E, half step, down 2 frets to D, 2 frets to C. Here's that half step to B. Do you see how important that half step is? A, G. Half steps between B and C and E and F. That's all you have to remember. B and C and E and F. Okay? Those are the half steps. Second string starts out on a B. B, C, 1st fret. D, 3rd fret. Okay? Let's slow it down. I sense you're getting overwhelmed here. There's an E, a half step up for an F. Doesn't matter which E I'm on, anywhere on the neck. If I go 1 half step up, 1 fret's worth, it'll be an F. 2 frets up, G, 2 frets up, A, 2 frets up, B. Okay, freeze, we're going to go right back down. B, then A, G, F, half step, E, D, C, then a B. Now, remember, I just want to, up here at the 12th fret, there's a B. What if I wanted to keep going up? C, again, just a half step. There's C. If I wanted to, D, 2 frets up from that. D to E. So do you see how the C, D, E is the same as here? C, D, E, just up a 12 frets. So you don't really have to wonder what these notes are if you know what these are, okay? Because it's the same, C, D, E, C, D, E, and it works that way up the neck, okay? All right, so we've done the 3rd string and the 2nd string and the 4th string. All right, so now let's get to octaves. All right, so here's how we're going to start putting these things together. I've taught you the notes. I've told you where they are. I've got tons of little diagrams in the PDF there. All right, so you can stress all out about memorizing those and all that sort of stuff. But let me show you another way to figure it out. By relating notes on the fretboard by a pattern, an octave pattern. An octave is like from C all the way up to another C. C. C to shining C. Okay, that's an octave in the biz, in music. We call that an octave. 8 notes are in between an octave. And so what we're going to do with this little octave exercise, so if I take a note that's on the 6th string, let's say maybe this G right here, I'm going to now find the higher G, not by memorizing what these string notes are, but I'm going to show you a different way to do it. We're going to find its octave, and here's how you do it. It's like your guitar is a map, and I'm going to tell you how to get to the next step, okay? I want you to go, we're going to try and find the octave of this G. I want you to go 2 strings down. We're on the 6th string, so I skip the 5th string. I go the 4th string, okay? Now I'm going to go 2 frets over. So there's 1, there's 2. There's an octave. I don't care whether you play it with your 1st and 3rd or your 1st and pinky. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Just the shape. It's kind of like chess, you know. Some pieces have different ways that they go. Okay, up 1, over 2. This is down 2 strings, over 2 frets. You know, up the neck 2 frets this way. So there's G. There's another G. All right. What if we found? Let's find a B flat. And let's find the octave of a B flat. So where's a B flat on the 1st string? Excuse me, on the 6th string? E, F, G, A, B, 7th, flat, so back 1, and now we're going to just do our little chess move here. Down 2 strings, 5th string, 4th string, over 2 frets, 1, 2. That's a B flat as well. B flat. So those two are octaves of each other. Let's do one more, two more. I want you to find a C. It's on the 6th string. C. Find a C on the 6th string. It's up here at the 8th fret. You're doing great. We're going to go down 2 strings. What's our little chessboard pattern? Down 2 strings to the 4th string, over 2 frets, 1, 2, and there's the octave of that C. Okay? There you go. Okay, tricky. I want you to find an E flat, the octave of an E flat on that 6th string. Where's the 6th string E flat? Okay, well, I can't get any lower than this. I got to go up to the high E, get the E flat at the 11th fret. Okay? Down 2 strings, over 2 frets. That's an E flat. So that little shape there, that little shape is what I want you to see. This shape, down 2 strings, over 2 frets, that's an octave. And that works on the 6th string to find a note on the 4th string. It also works on the 5th string to find a note 2 strings higher than that on the 3rd string. So let's find a C on the 6th string, C on the 6th string, or excuse me, not on the 6th string, on the 5th string. Sorry. C on the 5th string. Where is it? A, B, C, 3rd fret. Same trick. Go down 2 strings, but this time it would be 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, over 2 frets. And there's the octave C there. Same shape. Down 2 strings, over there. Okay? There you go. Let's do another one. Let's do... Okay, I was going to see if I could follow along with that, but let's do another one. Let's do an E. Let's do an E on the 5th string. Ready? An E on the 5th string. Where's it at? A, B, C, D, E at the 7th fret. Down 2 strings, over 2 frets. There you go. That's the octave. So that's an E. So it's like a relationship. It's a grid, okay? Remember we talked about in the lesson how the game you would play with kids where you have all the cards and you lay them down and then, you know, one card over here is a cherry and then you have to remember where the next cherry is and that sort of stuff. This matching game, that's what this is on guitar. If I know where this one is, all I have to go is go down 2 frets or down 2 strings, over 2 frets, and I can find out the octave. So that trick works on the 6th string, works on the 5th string. Now, it does work on the others as well. I just have to adjust it a little bit. So what if I had an F on the 4th string? An F on the 4th string. Well, E, F. There's F there on the 4th string. Now, this time, in order for me to find its octave, which would be on the 2nd string, I have to go down 2 strings. But this time, I have to go over 3 frets. 1, 2, 3. This note, so that shape is slightly different. On the lower strings, it's down 2 strings over 2 frets. On the upper strings, starting with the 4th string, it's down 2 strings and over 3 frets. Just a little pattern. You need to do that. Okay, there you go. What if I wanted to find an A on the 4th string? Where's an A on the 4th string? D, E, F, G, A. And then an A on the 2nd string. Down 2 strings, over 3 frets. 1, 2, 3. There you go. There's the A. There's the A. Come on, you're doing it. Now that pattern, so far we've had a pattern that's shaped like this, and then a pattern that's shaped like this. Now that pattern still works for the next set of strings on the 3rd string going to the 1st string. Excuse me, got to sneeze. All right, let's find an A on the 3rd string. An A on the 3rd string. Okay, where would that be? There's open G. There's 2nd fret A. Down 2 strings. Come on, do the trick. 1, 2, 3, over 3 frets. There's the high A. So it works on those frets as well. Okay? Let's do one more. Find a C on that 3rd string. G, A, B, C at the 5th fret. Down 2 strings, over 3 frets. And there's the C from there. Now, this little octave relational trick, this little chessboard pattern that we're doing there. If here's a C here on the 5th string, and I go to its octave, and then I put my finger there, and there's its octave, okay? One of them is down 2 strings over 2 frets. The higher one, down 2 strings over 3 frets. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. I want you to begin to see the fretboard of the guitar as a grid, as not just this unknowable collection of notes, but that it's a grid. It's a pattern, and I can jump to different places on the pattern as long as I know the relationships of these different tones to each other. That's one easy trick, is the octave trick. So let's do it. We're going to find a bunch of these, okay? So now here I want you to find, let's do Fs. So if I had an F on the 6th string, now find its octave on the 4th string. Okay, now put your first finger on that F. Find its F, its octave. Well, you got to do the 3 frets out. So we have F, F, F. So I can even find, just pick a note. Okay, I'm going to pick one way up here. I'm going to start out with this note. Let's say I don't know what that is. It works in reverse. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. It works in reverse. There's a D. If I go 2 strings down, and then back 3 frets, 1, 2, 3. There's its D. Okay, so you can relate them up and down. D, D. What if I needed to find its octave? Well, I start here, and I go 2 strings down, 2 strings down, 2 strings this way, and there's its octave. All right, so that's another way. So we've learned the names, the notes up and down on each of the strings, but now we're learning how to relate them to one another. Here's another trick, okay? So we've done this. We're going to, another way to help learn the neck is we're going to find every note of the same name anywhere on the guitar. So we're going to start this with an E. So we're going to find every E on the guitar. Not most of them. We're going to find every stinking E on the guitar, okay? Oh my goodness, Steve, it's impossible. No, it's not. And I'll show you. We'll do it together. Where's the 6th string open E? There's that one. Usually every string will have 2 of whatever, most of the time. Where's an E? The octave, the double dot. Okay, so that's all the E's on that string. Now, if you have, you know, a 22 fret guitar, that's all the E's. Some guitars will be 24 frets, since there'll actually be another one up here. But most standard guitars are a 22 fret. So we have 2 E's there. What about on the 5th string? Let's find all the E's on the 5th string. Where's the 5th string E? A, B, C, D, E at the 7th fret. If I go 12 steps above that to the 19th fret, who can count all that? Oh my goodness. So there's 12th, 14th, 15th, 17th, 19th. So those are the 2 E's on the 5th string. What about on the 4th string? Where's an E on the 4th string? Okay, starts out with the 2nd fret E. 12 frets above that. Up here at the 14th fret is another E. Okay, come on, keep going, keep going. Learn, 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 learn. 3rd string, where's an E? 3rd string, where's an E? I don't know. Well, I know that this E is here. Let's do my little octave trick. Down 2 strings, over 2. There's an E. Okay. Where's the high E? Well, it would be 12 frets above that, which is way up here in the stratosphere, up here at the 22nd fret. What about on the 2nd string? Where's an E for that? B, C, D, E, there at the 5th fret. 12 frets above that. Notice on your guitar as well, while we're thinking about this, you've got frets at the 3rd, or excuse me, dots at the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, the 9th, and then the double dot at the 12th. Look what we've got up here. Still have the 3rd, but it's 12 frets up now. 3rd, and then 5th, and then 7th, and then 9th, and then since we don't have the 24th fret, if you did, it would have another double dot there. So the dots up here are the same place, same notes as they are down here. So just another way to learn your guitar. Okay, check the open E. Okay, 1st string E. Let's find the last ones there. All right, so we're going to find all of these E's again. You ready? Open E, 6th string. Octave at the 12th fret. 5th string E. 12 frets above that, way up here. 4th string E. 12 frets above that, E. 3rd string E at the 9th fret, way up here, E. 2nd string, E. E. Open, E. Freeze, go back down, go back down. High E, then open E. Then way high up, E. Then down at the 5th fret, E. Then way high up, E, 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 E. I know I'm going fast. E, E, E. That little find each note exercise is a great way to learn the names of your notes on your guitar. Take a few of these examples. I have written a few of them out here. Find all the E's, find all the C's. Take the time to go through these and learn these. Okay, look at the next challenge. Okay, only 2 more. 2 more. We're kicking it up. Okay, not only have we learned the names of the notes, you know, by the chart, but we've learned the octave relationships. We learned 12 fret up octaves in this way. Now we're going to relate them to our ear, to sound. Okay, so it's not just helpful that I know that that's a C. I want to be able to know here, when I want to hear a C, that that's where that note is. So now we're going to talk about aural things, as we say in the biz, A-U-R-A-L. Okay, so we're going to do a scale. Remember back to the old Sound of Music. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, a dear, a fi. Remember all that stuff? Okay, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Don't worry about the syllables, the solfege syllables. I want you to think of the pitches. Da, 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 da. That is a major scale. That is the building block of music, is the major scale. If you're interested in learning more about the major scale, we did a Fretboard workout series on teaching you all the major scales anywhere on the instrument, in any key, starting with any finger. The link for that workout is below, and you can check that out. But we're going to do here's a trick. We're going to do, this is practice challenge number 12. Okay, if you're looking at the sheet. Okay, we're going to start on this C. We're going to do a C major scale on 1 string, and we're going to go up the neck. This is an exercise taught by Mick Goodrich out of the Berklee College of Music, one of the best music schools in the world, Berklee College of Music in Boston. Mick Goodrich teaches this exercise. He's got a fantastic book called The Advancing Guitarist. I'll try and put that link in the link below. And he teaches this concept. It's brilliant. We're going to do a scale going up the neck on the same string. So there's a C, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now, I don't want you to necessarily worry too much about, is that a D? Is that an E? Is that an F? Don't worry about that. I want you to listen for the sound. Sound. Use your ear. Da, da, da. What's the next note? Da, da, da. Only a half step different. Da, da. That's a big jump up. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, so we're relating notes now to each other. Okay, now we're going to go down backwards. Start on this high C at the 13th fret, 2nd string. We're going to go da 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 da, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, getting back to my college music days. Okay, do, da, that's a B. Da, that's an A. Da, find it with me. Come on, I already know how to do this. You're the one that needs to learn. There's F. Where's the E? Da, da, da. Do it one more time, up and down with me. Ready? Da, 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 da. Look what just happened. Think about the patterns on the guitar. We have a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step. The pattern for a major scale is 2 whole steps and a half step, 3 whole steps and a half. 2 wholes and a half, 3 wholes and a half. That's the pattern for a major scale. I can put my finger anywhere. Do that same pattern, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, and it'll turn into a major scale. Okay? So that's another way to learn your scales as well as the finger placement on the guitar. Now, you don't even need to worry about flats and sharps and key signatures and all that sort of stuff. There'll be time to get to that. I want you to get the hearing of it. Let's say I started on this note. Same thing, whole step, da, da, half step, da, 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 da. Then do it backwards. Da, 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 da. That's in the key of D, or key of E. What if I did, let's do one more. Put your finger on the 2nd fret on the 5th string. 2nd fret of the 5th string. Don't worry about the notes, don't worry about the notes, just play the scale. Da, 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 whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Okay, now you just played a B scale. That's got 5 sharps and it's a very complicated scale on guitar. You played it without any problems at all because you were relating it to the pattern. 2 wholes and a half, 3 wholes and a half, and you were associating your ear with it. That's another clue to learning the neck of your guitar. Last one is we're going to play a simple melody. Another way to learn the pictures of the patterns of where these notes are in relationship to each other. Remember our card game? Okay, certain notes are certain relationships away from each other. So we're going to play a little melody. The one we did in the lesson was Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Okay, that's our little melody. Da 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 da. So that first jump is an octave. Hey, look, down 2 strings, over 2 frets. Then it goes down a step, then it goes down a whole step, or excuse me, then it goes down, 2 whole steps. G, A, B, C. So it goes octave, down a half step, then down 2 steps, then walks back up. So that's the pattern. You do it with me. You do it with me. C, high C the octave, then back a half step. Then here you have to go down to the 4th string and over 1 fret. I don't want you to worry too much about, what these names of the notes are. I want you to get the sound in your ear, the sound of the pattern of these notes. This is going to help you when you're soloing and things like that to make better choices of what sound you want to go for that you're hearing in your head. I want to go to that note. Well, I already know. That's that note. Now, you're going to make a ton of mistakes. That's okay. Try and you're finding the wrong cards, right? You're looking for that cherry and you keep flipping over the wrong one. Just keep flipping over once until you find the right one, okay? Okay, so doing a simple melody like that, let's put that in a different place. Let's do it maybe on this C right there. Okay, this is the 4th string, 10th fret. We're going to do that same melody. Well, the octave, remember, would now be 2 strings down, 3 frets over. Back 1. Next string down. And you walk your way back up. I can do it anywhere on the guitar with any finger. Okay, that's what you want to just find. I'm gonna do it on this note. I'm just gonna pick a note. Okay, I don't know what that note is. That's a B flat. Okay, and I'm gonna with my pinky. Okay, so now I have to play the other notes over here. Okay, well first of all, I don't know the octave because I can't go up like that. So it's somewhere over here. So I have to just hunt and peck until I find it. can't go back here. I mean, I guess I can go up here. Remember on guitar, unlike piano, if I click one key on a piano, that's that note. Okay, but not on guitar. There's many different ways to play. Let's say that's B flat. All of those are not octaves of each other. They're the same note. Okay, just in different spots on the guitar. Okay, so we've taught you different ways to assimilate these notes on the guitar. You've got the grids that you can go up and down. We've also related them to octaves, and we've learned how to adjust things by octaves. We can do those up, we can do those down. Another great exercise is to find all of the E's, find all of the G's, find all of the C's. The first time you do it, don't get frustrated. You're going to make a ton of mistakes. You're going to sound really terrible. Okay? If that bothers you, you're not going to last very long on guitar because you're going to make a ton of mistakes. Okay? Mistakes are part of the deal. Okay? My son was a juggler. Okay? And he did juggling for a while. It was one of the many things he was into there for a while. And I learned quickly in the juggling world, it's not about the jugglers themselves. We look at them and think, oh my goodness, they dropped. But that's not what the jugglers are counting. In their minds, they're not counting the drops. They're counting the catches. How many times did they catch it right? That's the number that they count. Okay, so don't get frustrated when you make a mistake. Mistakes are part of it. Okay, so don't worry about that. Count the times that you get it right, and then try and replicate that over and over again. Then we did our scale exercise where we did up and down. Then we did a find a melody. Doesn't matter what the melody is. You can do the melody to your favorite song or happy birthday or whatever. I don't care. Okay? Those are some key ways of learning the notes on your guitar. Now, I can show them to you. I can give you the grids, but it's not going to work for you until you actually put them into work and spend some time working on these, and you can get it. You can get it. Don't go through life thinking you can't learn your fretboard. It just takes maybe about a week's worth of doing this exercise, doing this workout a few times, and you'll have it down. You will not ever be wondering what that note is. You can relate it by octaves. You can remember the grid, however you want to do that. You can do there. You can get there. Okay, so check out the lesson that we have with this that goes along with this workout. Download the PDF that goes with this workout as well. Hey, I'm Steve Krenz for Guitar Gathering, and we will see you next time.